Hi everybody, welcome back to another tutorial or just another DIY for Naomi's Scrappy Retreat. I have been so much into crafts lately, just having the time, unfortunately, because I'm not working. I haven't been working now for 2 months, so it's really given me the opportunity to do crafts that I've been wanting to do for so long, and just to share some of these ideas with you. So I'm going to gather all of these. I only have a couple little items for this craft, and it's going to be super short. Well, it's going to be super simple, I think. And so I hope you just gather supplies and join me on this adventure. What I did forget is the burlap. So let me just reach for it. So this is, these are all of this is it. This is all you need besides the hot glue, which is over there. Just to make this little, it's gonna be like a pumpkin topiary type of thing. You'll see when it's done. I really don't know how to describe it right now, but I've seen multiple different topiaries, and I wanted something simple, something kind of neutral farmhouse type colors. And so as I was thinking about this, this idea came to me. So I'm going to take a second, clear off this. Well, no, I'm not, because I need to tell you what we have. So I have burlap, and this is just from Walmart. I do have a Dollar Tree pumpkin, and all I did was I was trying to figure out what spray painting would be like on this, and this is only one coat. I don't really need the spray paint except for that tip, I can't talk, except to cover up some of the orange. I don't want the orange showing through because this is going to be such neutral tones. So you're going to need 3 pumpkins. I'm actually going to keep this as my center pumpkin exactly as you see it here without the stem. And then I'm going to end up painting this pumpkin when it's done. These are all Dollar Tree pumpkins. And then you're going to need some Waverly White. I have some moss, and then this is the only one I have is agave. So I think it's going to be a little brighter than what I want. I do have some acrylic. You could definitely use acrylic if you don't have any of these, but I still think I want to try this. It's just, again, it's just going to be like a dry brushing, so we'll see what happens. It's going to be kind of an experiment. And then I only had this one sprig, and I love it. I think it is a Walmart 98-cent pick, but I don't know because it is missing the tag. So I must have wanted to use it for something else and then cut the tag off and then decided, oh, I only have one. I guess I'm not going to do that. So let me clear off the table. I'm going to show you how to cut this to make it go around a round item, and then we'll get crafting. So I also put some paper down on my table. I've been taking way too many chances lately with not messing up my table. So we do not need this to be perfect on here, but what we do need is for it to meet in the middle, just so that there aren't any bulges, because the other pumpkin is going to be glued on top of it. So we do want this to be pretty seamless as possible, which is going to be a little difficult since it is a round object. So what I sped through was just me cutting the burlap in order to fit, and I just cut 4 squares out of it. I glued it down so that it wouldn't move on me because I had that problem before where it moved, and then just cut out the corners. Be careful when you cut them out because I always tend to cut it out too small, but you do not want that extra fabric, so you do want to cut that out. And then the rest of this is just me cutting it and trying to figure out exactly how to pinch it and put it to the side, so that way there's cute little what looks like ribs in it, and then just going all the way around and doing that. So that's what that is. So just stay tuned and you'll see how I get all of it together. This sucker did not want to come out. So I don't know if you've used them before. I don't know if you've taken them out before, but oh my goodness, it was stubborn. So again, what I wanted was texture. So I wanted burlap on the bottom. I am going to keep the velvet just like it is. What I did notice is because of this, all this fabric, there's, I think it's now uneven on this side. So I think, I don't know, I just don't want it to be crooked when it sits on top. It may be okay. It's not, I don't know. I'm afraid if I put more burlap here, you're going to see it, because you can almost see this pumpkin is a lot smaller, so you can almost see it as it is. But I am just going to go ahead and hot glue it down. I'm not going to worry about it. You know what? DIYs, little crafts, are supposed to be fun, and they are how you make them. So you do them however you want. Now I'm going to pull this back to me just so I can make sure I have this fairly centered. I made a pumpkin topiary on top of a candle holder before, and it was crooked. I was so upset. So you can see how the pumpkin actually lists that way a little bit. And sometimes it's the bottom of the pumpkin, but this one I think is just because it's, see, this is, I'm afraid it's not going to stay well, and that's my fear. I don't know if I can poke through this or not. So I like to keep the floral or any leaf stems that I use. I like to keep those and try to reuse them. Sometimes you need a pick and you don't have it, so, and these come in handy. I'm gonna see if I can't poke this down through. I don't think I'm gonna get through that fabric though. No, see, I can't even get through this fabric here. If I could get down to the fabric and get through the burlap, I would be okay, but I can't. So, and I can't even get through the center hole. I have all of this, I guess it's hot glue on there. I don't know. I'm going to try to cut some of this off with what I use as my wire cutters, because it's very thick. And I'm hoping I just don't make all the fabric fall off of it. But it was very thick, and I didn't feel like it was gonna hold my other pumpkin. I figured it was gonna pop off my other pumpkin off. So this isn't bad. I think it's stuck on there well enough. Again, if I had something to drive through it, I would. But even, I don't even, like, even where I pulled the pumpkin stem out, I can't even get anything through. So I do have some wooden skewers. I might try that real quick, so give me a second while I find that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I did have a wooden skewer. I got this in a package, I think at my grocery store. I don't know if this is going to work, so if it doesn't, you can say, man, she's a dummy. Why'd she try that? But you know what? It's okay. I think actually it worked. Yes, yay. Okay, I feel much better about that, because now I know it's not going to fall off and it's not going to be wobbly. The pumpkin still is a little funky on there, but it's just because pumpkins are made different, and it's also because there was more burlap on this side than the other side. So again, this is the pumpkin we are going to use. I'm going to be painting these, so I will probably speed through that portion. We're going to take this off because we do not need this. So again, making sure that this is centered as much as possible, and then press down firmly. See how it, again, all the pumpkins are shaped differently, so, you know, each side sits a little differently than the other side. So, you know, these sides actually don't mind at all. It's this side here that I really struggle with. So I think, you know, this is what we're gonna be working on. So the pick on this is pretty long, so I'm afraid I'm going to run into the one underneath, which wouldn't be a problem, except for that I'm afraid it's going to get stuck. So let's just see what happens, and then we may have to adjust depending. Yeah, it's not going to go at all. So I think partially because there's a hole in there. Let me see how far down that will go. Oh, it is pushing some. Sometimes you have to force it, although I hate forcing things. All right, so that's kind of where I thought it was going to stop, which is fine. So I'm afraid if I pull on it too much, it's going to break. Okay, well, I can't force that down any further, and unfortunately it's up high, and because it's up so high, this is not the look I wanted, and I can't, because I did force it down. I don't think I can pull it out. Oh, here it comes. Good. So we're going to take off the bottom part of that, and this one's probably not going to come off easy. Oh, look, it just snapped. Look at me. So let's just shove that back down in there and get that all the way down as far as we can. And I think just because of all of the stuff up here, it's not going to go down as far as what I'm hoping, but that's okay. So what I'll do, I think, is just I'll bend the flower a little bit. Let's see, and probably add some more raffia. So okay, so somehow I accidentally cut off the video, so I could not find the extra raffia pieces, but what I did find was a couple little sprigs that I think I'm going to add. I just want to add some of the flowers to the back, and then I'm going to go ahead and have to cut up some of this raffia that I didn't want to cut up. So while I'm doing that, I'm just going to speed forward through this, because you do not need to see me playing with this bundle. These bundles are, I don't know, they give me problems sometimes. So anyhow, I'm going to speed it up. I went ahead and cut apart some of these leaves, and I'm hot gluing those on top. You can use them or not use them. I didn't show them to you in the beginning, so I apologize for that. I just wanted to add just a hair more to the top. I figured it would also help with the color. I'm really struggling with how the color of it looks, so I'm hoping once I get the leaves on there that it will, you know, just make it look a little bit better, and I won't dislike it so much. I know that's pretty bad to say, but I don't know. And I'm also regretting not putting something in the bottom for stabilization. So I don't know. If I can find a plate, I may have to put it on a plate, hot glue it to the plate, because it's really it's kind of top heavy. It's more top heavy than what I thought, and I don't like that. So this one is not a piece you would want to put outside, so it's not like it would be you know, not like it's a really bad thing. I just you know, when I make something, I want to make sure that it's It looks good. It's good quality. It looks like it's good quality, regardless of if it's made with Dollar Tree items or not. Because, you know, a lot of Dollar Tree items are actually really good quality. I love using their product because it allows me to do the crafts I need to do. So it's not anything against Dollar Tree. It's just, you know, people say Dollar Tree and then they think it's going to be, you know, this cheap thing, but it's not. It's, you know, it's good quality. I mean, you can find good quality stuff. So I am just attaching a raffia bow in the back. That will help hide some of the glue from the flowers I added, but also add some detail and character to the back. I think another thing I might do, and I thought of, is I had all this raffia, and instead of doing a like a jute bow, maybe I'll just do a raffia bow instead. And I'm telling you guys, I struggle with raffia. I mean, I don't know if, and again, this is Dollar Tree raffia. So if you purchase another brand, or do you, I mean, seriously, do you guys have as much trouble with your raffia as I do? Or is it just me? It's probably just me, and it's okay if you say that, because, you know, I make a mess. I mean, it's like everywhere. So I'm gonna just tie this around, and instead of doing a bow, I'm gonna kind of lay that up there for just a second. Come on. So instead of doing a bow, I'm just gonna tie it off in a knot. And I think honestly that'll be, I'll be fine with that. So I'm gonna just put a little extra glue here just to kind of make it stay once I tie it, which if I don't hurry up, the glue's gonna be dried. Okay. And then just tying it in a knot. Oh goodness, it's so funny. I mean, seriously. I am not sure why I have such a hard time, but you know what? It's okay. It's done. It's not exactly what I wanted, and I have still pieces everywhere. You gotta laugh, you know, because if you can't laugh, you're just gonna cry, and you know, who needs that right now? So I love that. I mean, it actually looks better, but you can see like the pumpkins stay at a different level, and so they've shifted. There's still a central line, but the pumpkins are like kind of like off-centered a little bit. But I love it. It's still, I think it's adorable. So I'm gonna pull these down, and since I already have a mess, I'm going to just make more of a mess. So, and that's it. So I don't know. I mean, you think I should have left it without or with, or maybe have done the jute instead. Not the jute, yeah, the jute. So, I mean, here's some jute twine. I think that's too small for what I want. We could do, you know, the only reason I was not thinking jute in the end was because there's so much burlap on here, but maybe if we do like a little cute little jute bow, you know, it'll be fine. So what do you think? You think I should add the little jute bow? Probably not, because you're not going to see it. So I think that's going to be it. I'm going to take some pictures of this, and then that way it'll be completed and you'll see the completed look. I do like this. I think it is super cute. Again, I don't know. I haven't decided if I'm going to put something underneath the base or not. I think it might be okay, but it's just so wobbly. So I don't know. I do like it, but it, you know, when you look at it, it still kind of looks like it's leaning forward. So we'll see. I may put something on the bottom. I may not. I'm not, you know, I'm just going to consider this done for right now. So let me know what you would have done different, because I think you guys would have probably done something different. Again, I wish now I would have put some rock in the bottom just to make it a little bit more stable. I like the idea of putting the skewer through it just to ensure that it's going to hold. So I do like that idea. And again, when you're working with pumpkins, they're all different sizes. They have different shapes, different bottoms. So you're most of the time you're not going to get a perfectly straight, you know, look to it. But I mean, I still like this. I think it's super cute. I hope you like it as well, and we'll give it a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed yet, I hope that you subscribe and just hit the little notification bell so that way you can be that way anytime I post a new video you can see that. So thank you again so much for joining. Stay happy and stay blessed and be a blessing. Thank you.